Okay, I love Hunt to Call of the Wild and the devs that work on this game, but I feel like some of the animals in it need a bit of upgrade. Like the white-tail albino, it looks too leucistic, so I went in and did a version of my own. So I used references and then I traced over their model to actually make it look like their model in game. I do have my own art style that I'm going to be using to show my designs for newer great ones that they could possibly add, but there's just me editing the albino, looking up at real references, adding shadings and all of that. Here's one where I found an actual albino's hooves, because the leucistic almost looks the same. And here's me, I accidentally was looking for leucistics and I ended up finding my image. So yeah, that's how I would change the albino. If Hunter Call the Wild had a leucistic, I feel like they've renamed their albino leucistic because it looks just like these. Now these are what I like to call the sneaky leucistic. They almost look albino. And then we have this leucistic, which is really cool in real life. And I like to just call this one like a leucistic. Like, this is what you generically think of. And then this one's my favorite. I love to call this one the 50-50 because it has both of the lack of pigment and a lot of pigment. And it kind of looks like a piebald, but it's not. It's actually a leucistic. On to the Great One designs. This one is the fabled wolf skull based off of the fabled skull tar. And I end up adding some scarring because I feel like this deer would have been attacked by wolves. And it has beautiful blue eyes, different color set of antlers than I think they have in the game. And then moving on after this, it's the fabled ghost. I feel like if they added this to the game, they would make the vision much more lower, but hearing and smelling much more higher due to them being blind, meaning they're gonna have to use their more other senses. And I did screw up on those. Whenever we get to the other fabled, we're gonna see that I go back to the other one because I realized his nose is the same background color. And this is the fabled knight. I did it based off of the charcoal melanistics almost, but I just really want it to make like a dark deer because a lot of the great ones now that we see, there's always dark ones. And then this one is the fabled candy corn. I kind of based this one off of leucistics, but I want it to add it more like a yellow to orange gradient. Because I feel like this deer would have gotten that from the salt in some areas. Like, oh God, I forget the map's name, but you guys probably say it. But it's the one with the alligators. And this is the fabled Torty, based off of my OC. Now, I don't think Hunter Call the Wild would ever add on this one due to it having different ears. The ears on this one are supposed to be like broken so they cannot lift them up, and it's based off my OC Dan. Now, these are only great ones that I have made. I don't think Hunter Call the Wild would ever make them, but it's fun to make your own. Like, if you're really much of a big fan of the game, and you really like drawing, you can make your own great ones and have fun with different styles like they do. And just like the creators said, every great one's gonna be unique. They never know what they're gonna make. And we got like so many unique great ones out there. I made these great ones because Hunter Call of the Wild only has 3 different fur variants, but seeing the possibilities you can make, there's so much with the great ones.